Hey, Chad Imhoff here, EFT Guy, part of the Success and Vulnerability team, and wanted to share a few thoughts from supervision today. We were talking about how important it is to enjoy our clients, how important it is that our clients get the message that we enjoy their presence, right? And so a supervisee brought it up in the context of play therapy, but man, I think it's so important for us just in general. So I want to ask the question, do you enjoy your clients? Do the clients that you work with, do you have an ability to kind of like get up for them, get excited to see them? And so if you do that, I think it really helps them. And I think there's a foundation to that. It's not just an anecdotal statement. I think if you think about like Rogers and what he was doing in his therapeutic process, I think he really did a good job of saying, I'm going to hold the space for this other human. I'm going to give them care and concern and nurturing, and I'm going to reflect and validate and be with them in this process. So I think there's a real therapeutic foundation to it. I want to say also, I have to be able to hold an attachment frame when it comes to the client across from me, whether that's a couple or individual. I have to be able to make sense of their moves, the behaviors they exhibit in the context of their attachment story or style. And so I want to understand them from that frame. And that allows me, honestly, to be a little bit better with my unconditional positive regard, to be a little bit more forgiving when they make a move that maybe I can see stings their partner or hurts in relationship. So I want to hold on to attachment and understand their attachment reasons. That's why an attachment history is so important when we're working with couples. You know, the other thing I want to say is I never have seen a client that their behavior didn't make sense in the context of their story. I'm not saying their behavior is always good or that it's helpful or beneficial for the relationship, but I want to tell you, if I really start to understand a human that's sitting across from me and I hear their story and I hear their history of attachment and I start to understand, man, their hurts and the habits and the hangups, the places they've been, man, their behavior is almost always, and again, in my experience, I can always find a way to make sense of that. I can always, and that lets me enjoy them, kind of see them and know them and validate them. These places of understanding help us be with our clients. You know, I'll tell you this too, to change behavior in someone, if we want to alter what someone does, I think it's required. I think it would almost be unhealthy for them to alter their behavior if they don't think that we understand them at some level. I think understanding is required to allow someone to put down their defensive moves or attachment moves or relational moves, right? Whatever their behavior is, if they're going to put that down, they need to know that someone across from them understands it and understands why they've made the moves. That's a hard thing to do, to get somebody to go, okay, I believe you, I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to try this new thing. It's why we don't just come in and say, here are the behaviors you need to do. Or if we do, a lot of times it doesn't work. And so that's not the route we take. The last thing that I want to say is, man, in couples work, we have to be able to validate, understand, nurture, and enjoy the relationship. We have to be able to make sense of and understand and see the reasons for the behaviors that happen in relationship. Y'all, these are just 4 or 5 quick points from supervision, but I'm telling you, go care for your clients, enjoy your clients. And if you find yourself saying, hey, I don't enjoy this one or this couple or whatever it might be, ask yourself, what about them am I missing? Can I start to understand them, know them, be with them differently so that I can not necessarily agree with the behavior, but enjoy the human, understand the human? Man, y'all, we get better together. It's so important that we do this work, not just in the context of isolation or alone, but that we do it together. We work together. We talk about these things. Thanks for checking this out. Again, go out there, and I hope this gives you practical tools to help people. Have a great week.